Alleluia. Om Mani Padme. Om Allah.
Welcome. You're watching Harmony and Diversity. And today we're speaking with Brahma Kumaris Asha. She's the director of the Om Shanti Retreat Center in Delhi. Thanks for coming in, sister.
Thank you, brother.
A retreat center called Om Shanti. It's got to be good. Tell us a bit about that.
Om means the soul. Shanti is peace. So it means I'm a peaceful soul.
Okay.
Nowadays we find that people all over the world are seeking peace. On the one hand, they are working so hard. But on the other hand, inside, world is being depleted of peace and harmony. So this retreat center works like an oasis of peace, where people from all walks of life come. They stay there, they undergo the lessons, and then they try to experience peace of mind. This is why it was called Om Shanti Retreat Center. It is in 28 acres of land, quite a big one. And we have a center for higher learning, where we have training centers, halls, where people can listen to discourses, converse, discuss, conferences can be held. We also have a beautiful pyramid over there, beautiful art gallery. And to tell you, when we went there, there was not a blade of grass.
Right.
But now it is just having thousands of trees. So the environment is also very nice. There is harmony between nature and mind. And you can see peacocks, beautiful peacocks. So it tells upon the environment of the center, where the flora and fauna are in perfect harmony with human beings.
Yes, that sounds beautiful just in that description. But this peace and harmony, that's the center of the Brahma Kumaris principles, is it not? How does that fit into the central principles that you follow, harmony and peace?
This Brahma Kumaris practice meditation, and we believe in value-based life. When we practice values, then there are lots of challenges from the outside world. What we wish to practice is found totally opposite in the outside world. We need power so that we keep to our values. So this power we receive by practicing meditation. So this retreat center, it encourages people to integrate values in their practical life. They don't have to leave their families, they don't have to leave their profession, they don't have to become ascetics, saints. No, being active in their lives, they can integrate peaceful living also.
With it, yes.
Yeah.
Integrated. And you show them the pathways to do that.
Yes, and it is totally based on spirituality. It rises above religion. To tell you, people from all religions, they come. All.
Yes.
Whether they are Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jains, anyone. Because we believe spirituality believes rising above religion and taking to the common thread that we are human beings, we are souls, children of one supreme God. And it is this spirituality which brings us closer, because now we start looking at everyone as brother souls. So brotherhood of man and fatherhood of God. So it looks like a family. We have been saying universal family, but how is it possible? It has to be founded on deep spiritual principles, and this is what we believe in. One can be, while practicing Hinduism, one can be good Hindu.
Yes.
If you are a Christian, you can be a good Christian.
Yes.
If you are Muslim, you can be a good Muslim. You need not give up your religion.
No.
Yes.
No.
This is why it is able to attract people from all walks.
Yeah, because those central principles, are they? Could you list some of those central principles that you aim to establish?
One is purity of thoughts. If I do not have cleanliness of my mind, I can never be positive.
Yeah.
And I can never find peace with the self. So first thing is to be clean in mind. Having cleanliness. When the mind is clean, my decision making will also be good.
Yeah, that's a critical one, isn't it? Yeah.
So mind, even my words, they should be such which should not harm others.
Yeah.
So positive, spiritual, peaceful, purposeful mind is essential.
Yes.
And second thing, disciplining the life. We do believe in certain food habits,
Right.
which should be vegetarian, and food which is cooked in the remembrance of God, which is cooked with good thoughts.
Yes.
If food is not prepared good thoughts, then automatically it will have an effect. The difference that we find, food cooked by the mother, sister, and food cooked in a restaurant.
Yeah. Yes.
Difference is there.
Difference is there, absolutely. And time is a difference as well, and we're out of it for the moment. We'll be back in a moment.
Mani Allah. Alleluia. Mani Allah.
Welcome back. You're watching Harmony and Diversity, and we're speaking with Brahma Kumaris Asha. And we're in the process of talking about the principles that sit behind this objective of making people deeper and more in connection with self. We've dealt with two of them, mind and food. What are some of the others?
There is another principle that we observe, what we call traffic control of thoughts. You must have heard of other kind of traffic, but traffic control of thoughts.
Yes.
In between the whole day, 4 or 5 times, we give a stop to our mind. So that it allows me to see in which direction my thoughts are going. And if the thoughts are going not in the right direction, it gives me an opportunity to set them right. And when in deep silence we sit down and look at our own thoughts, we correct them. And it is also an experience when we are in silence and something is bothering my head, I am not able to take decision. Our intuition also works. And the right kind of solution to the problem will be found. So we believe in observing silence. And then another principle is that we believe in governing the self first. Instead of just teaching, most important thing is that I first transform myself. If I do not transform myself, I have no right to tell others to transform. If I do something wrong, how I will have no power to tell others not to do the same thing. So we believe in this, and for this purpose, we run classes in the mornings, which are mandatory for regular students to attend. Early morning, when we get up around 3:30, we sit in meditation. This is one of the basic principles.
Yes.
We sit in meditation, in deep conversation with the Almighty. And then after that, we go to the center to attend our classes. For those for whom it is not possible, they can go in the evening. And there can be some people for whom it is not possible to go in the weekdays.
Yes.
Then they go on Saturdays and Sundays. But going to the class is also essential, because then it gives an opportunity to discuss about those difficult things which I am not able to imbibe in my life. And one of the principles that this institution has taught us is that what you teach, you must practice. And for this purpose, naturally, challenges that are being faced, sometimes they need to be discussed so that they become easy for me to practice. So this is another thing. And one of those things which I would like to emphasize, serving others.
Serving others. Yeah.
And this service has to be through our vibrations, through our thoughts, no matter what happens, but keep giving good wishes.
Good wishes,
Good wishes have a lot of strength. Earn blessings for the self. Do good karma so that you also reap the fruit good.
Yes. So it's all about the health of self.
Self.
Yes. And without that, as you just said, you can't be in the world what the world needs you to be. That's fascinating stuff. And so you also do. I think it's good governance. So when you're doing the good governance type practice, is that one of the principles that you bring in about?
Yes, self-change leads to world change.
Yeah.
Actually, this topic, good governance, we have recently taken up. And what we find in our country, for a long time, there was a lot of corruption, a lot of those things, not happy ones, not good ones. But now, there is little awareness, little change, and people have started talking about good governance. And by good governance, they mean transparency, honesty, being accurate in their work, honest to their work, and so on. Good objectives, fine. But all this will not happen only if I keep giving lectures. It has to start from somewhere.
That's right.
And why not me? Instead of asking others, why not me? If I am able to govern myself, I will have the strength to govern others. If I don't have strength to govern myself, I cannot. Once I asked one of the speakers of our parliament, how is it that you are able to control all the members of parliament? Because they at times create so much noise. That's it. And he said, I don't control them, I control myself. And same thing we do.
Yes.
If I get angry, naturally it will reflect in my work also, in my relationships also.
Yes.
So if I'm able to keep myself in stability, myself in equanimity, myself in good state of mind, then naturally others will look at me and they will also learn, and I will also have strength to tell them to do the same.
Yes. Yes, you lead by example, internal example. Who was it? Mahatma Gandhi who said about be the change in the world that you want to see.
Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
that's the
yes.
yes.
And brother, if I'm not honest, there can never be contentment inside.
No. And if I go over time, there won't be contentment either. We'll be back in a moment.
Mani Hallelujah. Mani
Welcome back. You're watching Harmony and Diversity, and we're speaking to Brahma Kumaris Asha. Sister, the centre has a solar plant. We spoke of it in an earlier conversation. How's that set up, and what do you do with it?
Actually, in our campus, we have set up photovoltaic plates.
Right.
And they produce solar power. And in India, the system of electricity is not that very smart. So it's a big campus. And every time there cannot be darkness. So our headquarters thought that it is an essential thing to be done over there. So this has been there, and now we are producing electricity.
Right.
And this electricity is being utilized to run the campus a whole day. We need to charge the batteries. And it is doing quite well.
Yeah, good.
And then in winter, we have water heating system. And through this solar, many other things are being done. Cooking is also being done through solar. And we can cook nearly 4,000 meals at a time through solar cooking system. In Mount Abu, they can cook 35,000.
Good heavens.
35,000.
That's a lot.
Ours is a very small
That's
one compared to that.
That's a lot of meals.
Yes.
Which indicates, of course, how many people actually come to the retreat centre.
Regularly, at our centre, 150 people are residing. And one of the beautiful things is that they come from different parts of the country.
Yes.
And most of them are youth. And in India, you know, people of different states living together, different cultural background, different language, everything different. But still, we live like a family.
Yeah.
Because spirituality is the basis of it.
Spirituality is the basis.
And we have meditation classes daily in the mornings, evenings, the daytime. We observe traffic control of thoughts. So all these things, they draw the attention. It's a really beautiful family. I invite you to come and see.
Yes. I'm trying to remember the telephone number of my travel agent right now. But with your spirituality, it's obviously open-eyed in the sense that it's the one divine essence is recognized, but there's no labels put on it which will block others from it.
Brother, we believe that meditation is not something which we sit down and practice.
Right.
It is essential to sit down and practice because then you need to re-energize and rejuvenate yourself. Just as we charge batteries, similarly, when we sit down and practice, it is essential that we recharge ourselves. But then this has to be used in practical life.
Yes.
And in practical life, I have to keep my eyes open, relate with people, talk to them, do everything with my open eyes. So as long as I keep my eyes closed, it's fine. But the minute I open my eyes, and if meditation is also gone along with it, that's not good. So right from the beginning, we teach open-eyed meditation so that in your natural, normal life, you can apply meditation in your work, in your family, in your relationships, everywhere. This is why we pray. And then open-eyed meditation, it also gives you the strength that we are brother souls.
Yes, because you don't close anything out.
Yes. If I close my eyes, what good it is? If as long as I close my eyes, everything is fine. And I doubt, because by closing our eyes, our minds can wander.
Yes.
But when I keep my eyes open, I'm very conscious of it. I'm aware of them. So open-eyed meditation is normal. This is why we practice it. And then we make use of it in our practical.
Yes, that's a beautiful description of it. Because it does, as you say, you close your eyes and you're closing yourself into your own little environment, whereas you need to practice in the world.
People say they are seeing some green color, some yellow color, some red color. We don't give much importance to it. We give importance to how you relate with others, with love, with peace, with happiness, with respect, cooperation. These things will come only when we are in natural life.
Yeah. Do you have any processes of, like, say, chanting? Is there any chanting introductory aspect?
We do not have any mantra.
No.
We do not chant anything. Nor do we concentrate on any point.
Yes, right.
No.
Right.
Just as to remember my near and dear ones, I don't need to keep any picture. Similarly, once I understand who I am and whose child I am, if this becomes very clear, then it becomes easy for me to concentrate my mind on my own Father, the soul's Father.
Yes.
I'm a soul and I'm child of the Supreme Soul. When this awareness is there, no matter where I am, I'll be able to meditate.
Yeah. Yes, I remember speaking to a Brahma Kumari who described your meditation as remembering who I am.
Yes.
And that's what you're
And we
actually
don't
saying.
say that I am just a peaceful soul. No, your qualities, your basic core qualities, we try to emerge those qualities, we try to feel those qualities at that time.
Yes.
And then also pass them on through our relationships. And God we consider to be our Father, who is the reservoir of all these positive qualities.
Thanks, sister. That's very interesting. We need to talk more about it. Would you be able to come back next week and we'll follow it?
Yes, I would love to come.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank you.
You've been watching Harmony and Diversity, and we'll be back next week, and we'll be talking to Sister Asha. Thanks for watching.
Baha'u'llah, Shanti Om, Allahu